Good morning, student. Today I Purnima welcome you to my class, and today I am going to tell you about the story Holi. Now, first of all, it is written by K.A. Abbas. Khwaja Ahmad Abbas was a famous Indian film director, novelist, a screenwriter, and a journalist in Urdu. It's to write in Urdu, Hindi, and English language. So he had a knowledge of all the three languages. So Khwaja Ahmad Abbas, he was a famous Indian film director, novelist, a screenwriter, and a journalist. He used to write in Urdu, Hindi, and English languages. He was the maker of film like Saath Hindustani in 1969. And Do Budh Pani, which won the National Film Award for Best Feature Film on National Integration. He wrote a script of the best of Raj Kapoor films like Awara, Sri 420, Sri 420, which was famous known by this name, Sri 420. So, student, he was the person, okay, that he had written about so many films. He had made so many films like Mera Naam Joker, Bobby. This was the blockbuster. They were the hit films of that era. Okay. So he was born in the family of the famous Urdu poet Hali, who was a student of Mirza Ghalib. Again, Mirza Ghalib student is a very famous personality. Now, his grandfather was one of the chief rebels of the 1857 First War of Independence. He was born in Panipat, Haryana on 7th June 1914 and died on 1st June 1987 at the age of 72 in Mumbai. So now I am going to tell you about the short summary of the story. So first of all, Bholi the Simpleton. My first point is Bholi the Simpleton. Bholi was a fourth daughter of Nambardar Ramlal. So his father name was Nambardar Ramlal. She had fallen off the cot when she was just 10 months old. So she fell from the cot when she was only 10 years old. 10 months old, and children, since she was a small child, so when she fell, her small brain was damaged. Okay, because when the small children when they fell from the cot, their brain they get damaged. You can see the soft part of the brain. That's why we never, it is also said that we never hit the child on their head. Now, education, so she got hurt in her head when she was 10 months old, and children, her some part of the brain, it got damaged. Okay, so that part of the brain got damaged, and out of all children, only she remained backward. Therefore, she was called Bholi the Simpleton. Children, that's why she was known by the name of Bholi the Simpleton. Now, so children, my first point was Bholi was the fourth daughter of Nambardar Ramlal. She had fallen off the cot when she was just 10 months old. Perhaps some part of her brain was damaged. So children, when she was a child, she fell from the cot and she got hurt in her hand. And out of all children, only the remained. She was the only one who did not get educated. She remained backward. people used to think. That's why she was given the name Bholi the simpleton. Okay, simpleton means stupid. So now pock marks all over the body. Now children, when she was born, Bholi was really very fair complexion and pretty girl. But when she was 2 years old, she had an attack of smallpox. Her eyes were shaped, but her entire body was disfigured. She had deep black pock marks all over the body. Little Sulekha learned how to speak at 5. She stammered. Children often make fun of her, so Bholi talked very little. So children, first of all, she got hurt. Then she was small, and then she was born. She was really very pretty and fair. But then, when she was 2 years old, she suffered from smallpox. And we all know that children, though her eye was saved, but her entire body had a mark of black pock marks all over the body. Poor girl. She learned how to speak at 5. She stammered, and children often make fun of her. Now, my third point is 7 children in the family. Ramlal had 7 children. So she had 6 more brother and sister, 3 sons and 4 daughters. So she was having 3 brothers and 4 sisters, and Bholi was the youngest one. It was a prosperous family. There was plenty to eat and drink. So no financial problem definitely. Every child was healthy except Bholi. The sons were sent to study in the city. Radha was already married. Mangla marriage had been fixed. The third one was Champa. All the girls except Bholi were good looking and healthy. There was no difficulty in marrying them. Ramlal was worried about Bholi. She had neither good looks nor intelligence. Now, Bholi at village school. A primary school was opened in the village. The Tehsildar came to perform its opening ceremony. He asked Ramlal to set an example and set all his daughter in school. So children, an opening ceremony was there in the school. Ram was also asked to come in the village in the opening ceremony, and he asked Ramlal to set an example and set all his daughter to school. He had no courage to disobey the Tehsildar. Now, children, Ramlal was not interested in sending Bholi, but he did not had any. He was not courageous. He did not have heart to do so. So next day, he caught Bholi by the hand and took her to school. Children, Bholi was frightened. She never used to get mixed up with a student, so she was frightened very much and shouted in terror. But Bholi was lucky to receive a clean dress that no longer fitted Champa. She was given bath. Oil was rubbed in her hair, in her meti hair. Bholi now began to think that school was a better place than home. Well, when she reached there, she was impressed by her kind-hearted teacher. Bholi was glad to find so many girls there. They were almost of her age. She hoped that one of these girls might become her friend. Bholi was impressed by the picture of birds and animals on the walls. The teacher came to her and asked her name. She stammered again and again but could not pronounce her full name. The teacher encouraged her. She decided to make another effort, and this time she succeeded in pronouncing her full name, Bholi. So this time she, with the help of her teacher, her friend, she was able to pronounce her name, Bholi. The teacher patted her affectionately. She assured her that she would be able to speak like everyone else soon. So she was assured that she would be able to speak like everyone else soon. She asked her to come to school every day. She said, yes, yes, yes. Bholi was not able to speak. As we all know, she used to get stammered. Bholi was herself surprised that she had been able to say this. The teacher assured her that within a month she would be able to read the picture book in time. She would be more learned than anyone else in the village. Then none would be able to laugh at her. Bholi heart was throbbing with a new hope and a new life. Now she also, with the help of her, since her teacher was encouraging her, motivating her, So now she also was encouraged by her teacher, and she had a hope that she can learn a lot of things. And now children, she was not frightened the way she used to speak by her stammering. Well, meanwhile, children, in the Boli house, there was a plan for her marriage. Okay, at last an offer came from a well-to-do bridegroom for Boli. He had a big shop, a house of his own, and several thousands in bank. He was not asking for dowry. The bridegroom was almost the age of Boli father, and he also limped. Now, the children from his first wife were quite grown up. So he was married. He was an aged person, the age of his father, almost the age of his father, and he used to limp. The children from his wife, from his first wife, were quite grown up. These things did not matter to Boli's parents. They were happy that she was at least going to get married. Boli wedding day. Bishambar Nath, the bridegroom of Boli, was a prosperous grocer. He came with a big party of friends and relatives. A brass band was playing a popular filmy tune. Ram Lal was overjoyed to see such a pomp and splendor. Boli's elder sister were jealous of her luck. Garlanding and a quick glance of Boli. The bridegroom lifted the garland of a yellow marigold. A woman slipped back the silken veil of Boli. Bishambar took a quiet glance. The garland remained poised in his hand. He cried that she had pockmark on her face. If he was to marry her, her father must give him 5,000 rupees for dowry. So, children, this was too much for Boli. Okay. Ramlal placed his turban at Bishambar's feet. He was ready to pay 2,000 rupees. The bridegroom did not budge from 5,000. At last, Ramlal went in and opened the safe and counted the notes. He placed the bundle of notes on Bishambar's feet. The greedy Bishambar had a triumphant smile on his face. He was ready to garland the bride. Boli threw away the marriage garland. Finally, children, when Boli saw all this, she was very annoyed. She threw away the marriage garland into the fire. Before Bishambar could garland, her holy hand struck out like a streak of lightning, and the garland was flung into the fire. She got up and threw away the veil. All her relatives and her parents were stunned to hear her speak without stammering. Boli asked her father to take the money back. Ramlal called her crazy, and she wanted to disgrace the family. Boli replied that she would not have such a mean and greedy man as her husband. Bishambar Nath started to go back with his party. Ramlal turned to Boli and asked what she would do, as no one would ever marry her. Sulekha said in a firm voice that they did not need to worry about her. She would serve her father and mother in their old age. She would teach in the same school where she had learned so much. Boli teacher had been watching the drama standing in a corner. She said, "Yes, Boli, of course." She was impressed by the Boli decision. Okay, so children, Boli was now become brave. She decided that instead of get married with such a person who is very greedy, it is better to teach the student and to serve her parents throughout the life. Okay, so children, was a very good story, and now I am going to discuss the theme of the lesson. The theme of the lesson, it is the education which makes us strong. I think this can be the first theme of the story. Then one other theme is also there, that children, the other theme is Boli is the story of a village girl who was discriminated as she had poke marks on her face, stammered, and was considered to be a simpleton. Boli suffered an attack of smallpox when she was just 2 years old. She damaged a part of her brain when she fell off from the cot. Education transformed a dumb cow into a fearless and courageous girl. But she agreed to marry an unequal match, Bishambar Nath. Just to maintain the honor of the family, her father Ramlal put even his dormer at the feet of the greedy bridegroom. He accepted to marry a girl with pockmarks only after getting 5,000 rupees as dowry. Bholi showed the courage of throwing away the ceremonial garden into the fire. She refused to have a mean, greedy, and contemptible powers like Bishambar Nath as her husband. So, children, this was the story. Now, some important question we can discuss. Bhole teacher help her overcome social barriers by encouraging and motivating her. How do you think you can contribute towards changing the social attribute illustrated in this society? Bhole teacher really helped her overcoming social barriers, being her guide and philosopher. The teacher encouraged and motivated her to get an education. Her family and the society thought that Bholi was a simpleton. But her teacher made her a better human being and above all an educated and forward-looking girl. The girl was considered to be backward in the family. Children made fun of her when she stammered. When she came to school, she could not pronounce her name. The teacher gave her the necessary confidence and encouragement. At last, she succeeded in pronouncing Bha 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 Bholi. She assured that one day she would be the most educated girl in the whole family. We can definitely contribute towards changing the social attitudes, students. What was the role of the teacher in the story? She transferred a girl to face the overcome social barrier like dowry. The girl who was coward has become one of the bravest girl of the society. When Bishambar's heart did not melt even after her father put his turban on his feet, it was Bholi who decided to kick such type of person from his life, and she refused to accept a greedy dowry seeker and a coward as a husband. If we put ourselves in the same role as played by the teacher, we can also transform many young minds into useful and educated citizens. Now, Bholi's real name is Sulekha. We are told this right at the beginning, but only in the last but one paragraph of the story is Bholi called Sulekha again. Why do you think she is called Sulekha at that point in the story? A very important question answer. Bholi's real name is Sulekha. In Hindi, Su means good and Lekha means a writer. So Sulekha means a woman who writes with a good hand. But unfortunately, Sulekha became Bholi, the simpleton. Once a fair and beautiful girl became disfigured with pock marks with all over the body due to an attack of smallpox. She also damaged a part of the brain when she fell off the cot. So the girl was called Bholi or witless. Apart from at the very beginning of the story, the word Sulekha comes only at the end of the story. But here the word is used in the proper context. The writer K.A. Abbas wants to highlight that Bholi is no more Bholi the simpleton, but has transformed herself into Sulekha, an educated girl with a beautiful handwriting. She is no more a backward girl, but looks forward to become a teacher in the same school where she had learned so much. Okay. His teacher confirmed that one day she would be a teacher without any doubt. Now, how did Bholi teacher play an important role in changing the course of her life? Bholi teacher played an important role in changing her life. At home, Bholi was a neglected girl. Even her parents thought that she had neither good looks nor intelligence. However, the teacher left her impression on the delicate heart of Bholi on the very first day. For a girl who was considered a backward and simpleton by her family, the teacher's kind and human behavior touched her heart. While all children made fun of her when she stammered, her teacher taught her how to pronounce her full name. The thing that the unfortunate girl with pockmarks needed was encouragement and motivation, which was given by her teacher. The teacher went on encouraging her to pronounce her name, and finally she did pronounce Bha 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 Bholi. The teacher patted her back on her first success. She gave her a book of pictures. She assured that Bholi would finish that book within a month. Then she would finish a bigger book. In time, Bholi would become more learned than anyone else in the village. In the end, after discarding her bridegroom, she assured her father that she would teach in the same school where she gained a lot from her teacher, and she would like to motivate the girls who were like her, and she would give education to them. The teacher encouraged her by saying, "Yes, Bholi, of course." The teacher was happy as if her mission was fulfilled. Why did Bholi at first agree in the unequal match? Why did she later reject her marriage? What does this tell about her? No doubt Bholi agreed to an unequal match which her husband was equal to her father's age. At first, children, when the proposal of marriage came from a well-to-do grocer called Bishambar, he was an aged man. He was almost the same age of her father. There was another defect in him. He limped. Moreover, he had children from his first wife, which were quite grown up. No girl could like such a match. However, Bholi did not oppose the proposal because she was also having some weakness. She did not agree because he was rich and had several thousand in the bank, but she agreed just to keep the honor of her family, honor of the parents. In the end, she rejected the marriage on the ground of principle. The greedy bridegroom was demanding a dowry of 5,000 rupees. He was ready to marry a girl with poke marks only after receiving that sum. Even when Ramlal put his turban at Bishambar's feet, his heart did not melt. Then Bholi decided that enough was enough. She threw away the garland into the fire. She refused to have such a mean and greedy person as her husband. This shows that she was no more a hesitant, weak and stammering girl. Now she was a determined girl who could sacrifice anything for her principle and for the honor of the family. Okay, so children, you can see how nicely she has children oppose the wrong done by that person. Okay. Bholi had many apprehension about going to school. What made her feel that she was going to a better place than her home? So children, Bholi did have many apprehension about going to school. She was frightened that she would be turned out of the house, like her old cow, Lakshmi. However, when she clean clothes of Champa were given to her, she was even bathed and oil was rubbed into her dry and matted hair. Only then Bholi started believing that she was taken to a place better than her home. Now, why did Bholi throw the wedding garland into the fire? Earlier, Bholi could not oppose the proposal as she wanted to save the honor of the family. Bishambar had no regard and respect for her parents. He was ready to marry her for 5,000 rupees. When he moved forward to garland her, she threw the wedding garland away into the with force. She declared that she would not have such a mean, greedy and cowardly person as her husband. So children, this. How did Ramlal react after the ceremony ended with the departure of the bridegroom alone? Ramlal stood silently, rooted to the ground, his head bowed with the weight of grief and sorrow. He turned to Bholi and asked what would happen to her now. No one would ever marry her. He asked, "What shall we do with you?" But Bholi encouraged her. She told that she would be helping her in his old age. She would be giving education to the children. So, now children, give a how did Bholi react to the remarks of an old woman who called her a shameless girl and a harmless dumb cow? When Bholi refused to accept a mean, greedy and cowardly man as her husband, everybody was stunned in the family. An old woman called her a shameless girl. She had thought her a harmless, dumb cow. Bholi turned violently on the old woman. She told that everybody had thought her a dumb cow and so they wanted to hand her over to such a heartless creature. She reminded that the dumb cow had got a tongue now and she could speak out to defend herself. How did Ramlal react to Bishambar's demand of 5,000 rupees to marry Bholi? Bishambar clearly declared that if he married Bholi, her father would give him 5,000 rupees. Ramlal went and placed his turban at Bishambar's feet. He begged him not to humiliate him in that manner. He was ready to give 2,000 rupees. Bishambar did not budge. Ramlal went inside and came back with the money and placed the bundle of notes at Bishambar's feet. So children, this is all. Okay. Why did Bholi throw the wedding garland into the fire? Earlier, Bholi could not oppose the proposal as she wanted to save the honor of the family, but now enough was enough. Bishambar had no regard and respect for her parents. He was ready to marry her just for the sake of 5,000 rupees. This was not she was not able to bear this. When he moved forward to garland her, she threw the wedding garland away into the fire. She declared that she would not have such a mean, greedy and cowardly person as her husband. With this, I end my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.